Next stuff you say.
So, okay, the future of New Orleans. Do you see that the city has a future?
Of course, I love my city, so you can't ask me that. It could be gunning every day, doing what it. I love New Orleans. I was born and raised there, so yeah, we got this thing. I just started a nonprofit organization. So now here's the thing. Say you get Lil Wayne, Birdman, Juvenile, Fresh, Master P. Oh, how about to say Mystical? Another. Let me tell you a G that nobody don't talk about. That's from the Magnolia Project. Big Pokey. You get a lot of these guys from that city to start having different little rallies or coming, talking to these youngsters, the at-risk youth. Is there some hope there? Because those little young people be want to see these type of guys. Because you know what? When people look at, like, prime example, when I used to be in prison, I used to look at Birdman and see Wayne and all them on TV. I used to be like, man, look at my people, man. I remember I used to be on a little regular bus with them, going out of town. We used to be in a motel, getting how we live. And we used to be, I'm like, man, they got out here and made it big. You know what I'm saying? For me, that's motivation. Still like to this day how, think about this. Early when I say how, that's what I forgot to say, how I salute Birdman and how what I love and respect about him is, that Birdman come out today and get on his Instagram or whatever, have a press conference, say, Gangsta, my people, I love Gangsta, I'm rocking with Gangsta, I accept Gangsta. You know how many people gonna jump on that wave?
Everybody is.
They follow, you know what I'm saying? They doing what Birdman say, what Birdman do. You know what I'm saying? So I like that he got, that. So now I'm saying, okay, Birdman, you got this pool. Now let's go help these children. They need us. Let's go and speak to these children, let them know, hey man, try to do something. I look at me. I'm from the ghetto. I'm from the trenches. I was there, but look what I did. You know what I'm saying? So okay, you might not be a big music guy. You might be good with movies, or you might be good. Whoa, what happened? What they shooting? Nah. So that was a light, y'all. So my thing is, these children need us. They need the help. So and that's gonna be my job to get everybody together. And try to make it happen. But yeah, my city still got some hope and some stuff there. We gotta listen, man. My city, the only city that on a Sunday something jumping. We got the second line. 10 months straight on a Sunday. It's going down in New Orleans. Then I want to say in March and April we got Super Sunday. We got the Essence Festival. We got the Jazz Festival. We got Mardi Gras.
That's St. Joseph night.
Okay. For St. Joseph, that's where the natives, the Indians come out, right? What else we have? I say French Quarters, Bourbon Street. I'm saying we got this stuff, man. So we got a lot of stuff going on with those people. Like, you know what? Like back in the days when I came up, we had summer jobs. They need to start doing something for these youngsters, put something back in effect for these youngsters. So that's what I need to do. That's what I need. I need to run for mayor. That's what I need to run for mayor. I need to go down there and get that stuff together. My rules is you're only allowed to tow one. Nah, I've been flagging boy, I know that, love that. I can tow the Draco, or I can tow the good looking out there. Nah. Whatever, yo. But for real though, we need to get those children and start providing jobs and camps for them. Like I had came up with an idea when I was in prison. I was like, I would love to get say 2 guys out the Magnolia Project and 2 out the Calio Project. Bring them out of town. And then take 1 out the Magnolia, 1 out the Calio, put them in a room together, and them in a room together, and see how they can get along and let them talk. And then y'all exchange numbers. So whenever there is a problem, you might can reach out to somebody like, hold up, how far before it get far, nip it in the bud. Like one of my Muslim brothers always say in prison, when a rumor starts, he say, man, better nip it in the bud before it get legs. Because once it get legs, it's gonna start running, it's gonna get, it's gonna get there. So we got some work to do. I will say that. We have work, and I believe in this. Lead by example. That's my motto. Somebody make me a shirt say lead by example. And I could rock that.
So how much of an issue do you think poverty is? That it fuels crime and everything else that goes on in New Orleans? Because if I'm a single parent and I work, I'm working in the tourism industry because it's big in New Orleans. and I'm making minimum wage. Minimum wage ain't nothing but, it could be anywhere from $10, $12 for some people. For some people, it may be more. But I'm working all these hours, and I got these children, and I can't afford. I can barely afford rent. I can barely afford to make groceries. I can barely afford to do any of this. How can I tell my son, well, you don't need to go out there and steal cars. You don't need to go out there and sell drugs because I'm gonna provide, but I'm barely providing. Like, because that was the issue when you was coming up for people. It's still an issue now in New Orleans. So how can that be addressed to fix the problem? Do you think that poverty has a direct correlation to crime or no?
You know what? First, but let me say that. Maybe I might need to interview you because you'll win a girl. You got a long win. Time out, slow down. Give me a little, then blah 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 blah. But you just be it's gone. But first of all, it starts here. It starts right here with you and I because you just said a mouthful. Now the world is about to hear this. So now it starts with us. So people can take that and feed off that and go from there. So now, because you're part of the nonprofit organization, we need to start reaching out and start saying, hey, this is the problem. So whoever in that office in New Orleans, listen, this is the problem. You want to stay in office? This is what you need to do because if not, we're going to get you up out of here because you got to keep in mind, the people, the one that put the people in office.
Mm-hmm.
So now, those people in New Orleans, we have to educate them. We have to go and help them out, knock on these doors. I ain't going to knock on the door because I'm not going to knock on somebody's door. It might be the wrong, but I remember from back, well, the people who gonna be a part of my nonprofit gonna knock on these doors. Now I'll do some Zoom call. Yeah, that's me. Hey, but so let me straighten that rat now. So y'all ain't get I ain't knocking on. I got time. I got to change that up. I ain't knocking on nobody though. But now for real though, we have to reach out to these people. We got to educate them because I like what you just said, and that's real big. But it starts with us first because we can sit here and talk all the day. Talk. But we got to put the work in.
Mm-hmm.
We got to put because one thing I learned about people in general, they always want to be a part of something good. Like how you say right now, the city is up in an uproar. They cutting up down there. And nobody doing nothing about it. But the minute somebody with a name, and the minute somebody do something, and they see they getting attention, and the news camera on, and they in the spotlight, for the women, they're gonna be running to the beauty salon to get their hair done because they want to look nice on camera. For the guy, yo, you busy, man? They're gonna get you. Let me just get the line, man. Cut my hair, man. I need it fresh. You did. I need to get right. Oh, got the dreads. Grease my dreads up. And put the extensions in it. All that little goofy stuff they be doing. The women, y'all buying this rimming. What the hell y'all buy the rimming?
I don't wear fake hair.
Oh,
so
my
I
bad.
don't know.
Well, all the hair they buy, Malaysian and Brazilian, all that stuff. Pony, all the hair they buy. They gonna put all that in their head to get on. What the news down in New Orleans? She still got Channel 4,
Mm-hmm.
Fox. Oh, not Fox.
WWL.
WLC. All them news. They gonna put a bunch of kids. They gonna get the flour. Bob put the make face up, cut the eyebrow. This for the camera. So when we move out, you can bet there's gonna be people gonna want to be a part of the movement because some of them. You know what? I learned this too that a lot of people be a part of moving for all the wrong reasons,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just gonna be a movement, so, but I'm about to, once we really get up and get going and get the stuff going, I'm about to call a lot of them out. I'm gonna be putting a lot of them on front. They should have never let me get a platform. Man, listen, I'm about to start putting the people on front. I'm about to call them people out and let the people know y'all repping this city. Y'all say y'all here. Tyler Perry, we gonna be getting at you too. Help out, And let me just say this. You got people that's helping out, but we just don't know about it. So a person don't have to do it in front of the camera to show, oh, y'all did this, and go, hey, y'all, I did this. I get that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what there's a lot of those things I named or what they're doing, but I know Cash Money get a turkeys out on November, Thanksgiving. That's another thing that we going to start doing. So we got to do it before them because we don't have about 50 turkeys. So we don't have that many turkeys. We started small, y'all. So we're going to do that before them. You know what I'm saying?
Get that Cornish hen.
Yeah, let them little bitty birds. You know what I'm saying? I might catch some little birds, the brown, little pigeons. Yeah, and get after the people. But I'm going to sterilize so they can't. My gangs giving us the rabies. What the birds be? Okay, the kids out get them all kind of stuff. Bird flu and all them kind of bird stuff. Yeah, you dig. So, but now, man, we gotta move out first. It starts here with us because like I said, we could talk about it. But it's gonna be people that's listening to this stuff and they're gonna remind you. one thing about social media, they'll do a reaction video to your stuff. Yeah, Gangsta said this. Look at him. Gangsta over there on Gangsta Island right now. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of women running around, you know, half naked and doing this, and he just enjoying life. That boy ain't thinking about, you know what I'm saying? So we talking about it. We gotta be about it.
Definitely. So let's talk about mental health in prison.
Okay.
How did prison affect your mental health, if it did at all?
And you know what? I like that because coming from work this morning, and it's no cap to cap. I got a partner named Black, William Bullard from Carolina. He said the same thing about the mental health issue. Well, he said, gee, I think all of us come from prison. We got mental issues we need to be taught. I said, nah, not me. I said, that's the problem now. We did to the people. I said, how can, because this is my thing. How someone that never grew up in my hood could tell me about my hood? How someone, a doctor, could say, this was going on, da 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 da. You know, you can read, you can study it like I do. I study it, I analyze stuff. But you're not from there, so you don't know what's really going on. You know, it take a person from there to be able to relate to the person. You know, how I always say you gotta learn to speak the language of the people. So for me, it helped me a lot for the better because, mind you, before I left the streets, I had been arrested for like 5 homicides. I didn't do them, but I was in the mix in the streets. So I had shot someone before, I pleaded guilty to that. So I sold drugs, parts of my community did a lot of, wrong. And in my mind, I was always one of the ones that if you wasn't in my circle or wasn't part of the family, that I didn't care nothing about you, you was fair game, So when I went to prison, I was able to sit down in my cell and then analyze and think about the things I did and things I went through, and be like, okay, yeah, I need to fix this, I need to fix that, I need to get myself together. So that was a good moment. It was too long though, I think, because you gotta keep in mind is this now. Come to prison, I had a messed up mentality. Now in prison, I want to better myself because I always tell people prison is it's an institution, whereas it's an elementary, middle, junior high, college. It's there if you want to get it. If you want to apply yourself, you can go and learn. But if you want to just go there and hang out with the homies and do whatever, tell these war stories, tell a bunch of lies, then you got that. You got the little beauty salon where guess what? That's how they like to talk. Do the same thing in prison. So I was one of the ones that wanted to learn, wanted to apply myself. Because I was like, you know what? One day I'm gonna get out of prison. So it's just like I'm constantly praying, constantly in that law library, constantly peeping what's going on. We had one TV that stayed on CNN all day, but then you had a few guys that said for us if we want to put it on Fox. But it was some black guys from Florida. They got hold of TV. It was like, listen, man, this is CNN TV. That's what it is. So we always watch it for the news. We had emails where FAM, Jeremy Gard, and different people would send us email, letting us know this law come out, this law come out, this law. Now sometimes you get ticked off because I was like, I was happy on one hand for the guy, but sometimes be all right. Well, what about me now? Because like they had a lot of crack laws coming out. The crack is coming. I got a heroin case. I only had like conspiracy 6 ounces of heroin. I'm one of the youngest ones charged and had to have the smallest amount of drugs to be charged at 848 continuing criminal enterprise, a kingpin charge. I didn't have no kingpin drugs, but you have to learn. You have to go and study. Apply yourself. Go into this law library and start learning, study this. So you're like, oh, that's what they did, But a lot of us just get out here running wild. We don't know that we get a lot of money, go pay this lawyer 50, 60 grand, and then the lawyer cool with the prosecutor, oldie one, like, listen, while they at dinner, they laughing and talking. All right, I'm gonna give them the plea. I got you. You know what I'm saying? So it was a big help for me for my mental issue, but it wasn't just prison. It was my religion.
Mm-hmm.
That really helped me out.
So expound on that.
Well, these 2 books I have right here, in my opinion, undisputed book of books, in my opinion. The Quran. This is a noble Quran, and this is the Mus'haf, which is all Arabic. And this one here have Arabic and English. This book is what kept me grounded, sane, and focused. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in this book, in Surah 29, Ayat 2, where he said, do people think just because they say they believe that they won't be tested? So sometimes when I have situations that come to me, I say, you know what? Allah spoke about this. Allah talked about this. Allah said things like this. You're going to be tested. You know? So I apply a lot of stuff out the Quran to my everyday life here. And I think about, this happened back when they was doing this, but it's a lot of same old stuff over and over and over and over and over. So my religion is what kept me grounded. I'm a Muslim. I follow the Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, from the tribe of Quraysh, from the east. I follow the Quran. I prefer, me personally, I like the Noble Quran because they have hadiths in it. At the bottom, it helps me let me know what this verse is about or what it's talking about. You can go get the Ibn Kathir, the Kitab, the Ibn Kathir book to find out why these verses were handed down to the Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, revealed to him. So that's what I follow. I follow the Sunnah. I respect everybody, way of life, what they want to do. My mother's a Christian, go to church faithfully. But I always let people know, to you be your way, to me be my way. So don't come beat me over the head with your religion, with your stuff. This is what I'm on. This is what I pray that I die upon, Islam. And I pray that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls me, that I'm in a state of Islam. And what I mean by that is because a person says, I'm Muslim. I'm a Muslim. But a lot of people don't know when you commit haram acts is something that's wrong, that's not right. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala remove you from Islam at that time, because you're not in that state where Islam is supposed to be doing what's right. So I just pray that when I am called, that I'm in a state of submission, in a state of Islam. I'm Muslim, but this is what helped me. This is what keep me going to this day. I love to pray. I'm not missing no prayers. And every time I pray, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to continue to give me the strength to pray, because it ain't nothing but 5-10 minutes to worship your Lord. You got people just like to be like, I'm Muslim, but don't want to fulfill these obligations that we have to fulfill. So me, that's what keep me grounded, praying. It be sometimes when I feel like, how you say, like, some of us, what you say, man, sometimes I want to take a look at the game again. Like prime example, like, if there are guys that's been disrespecting me, saying disrespectful things to me that I know when I was gangster, when I was bleed the block, when I was in the mud. But anyway, so sometimes when my mind be like, you know what? I need to take a look out the window again. Give me one little, sure the little boy stop playing on me or don't. Then I think, boy, you just did all that time in prison. You prayed, 2 things I prayed for, my bed. And Allah gave it to me. So I don't care if I don't get nothing else. Mm-hmm. First, I was like, Ya Allah, please grant me freedom. Please let me out this place. Please grant me freedom. He granted me freedom. And I was like, Ya Allah, while I was in prison, I was like, please let me make it home while my mother's still living. Because you only get one mother, and I've been around where guys have lost their mother while they was in prison. Mm-hmm. And that's a scary feeling. I want to see my mother been there for me since she had me. That lady been there from juvenile jail to the state prison to the federal. Every prison I go to, that lady make sure she get there to see me. Mm-hmm. My mother, man. So I was like, I owe her. I want to be there for my mother and her, getting in her older stage. So I had this praying that I could get home to my mother. And Allah blessed me to be home with my mother. So I got a chance. Now I'm home with my mother. Now it's my turn to take care of her. So I don't care for nothing else. Whatever else I get is extra, but my freedom and my mother is what I wanted to do, and I got a chance for that now. So I'm happy.
That's good. I'm happy for you.
Are you?
Yes,
Okay.
I am. As far as Islam goes, Islam, they are big on having their own communities and supporting their communities. Like when Malcolm X was around, they had Islam owned washaterias, they had restaurants, they had grocery stores. So how does the Islam religion of today and the people in it of today, how do they see sustaining that? How can you make that happen?
Well, let me just say this here. What you're talking about, that was the Nation of Islam had that movement, and they still had this movement to the day. Like what I learned, the Nation of Islam, what they do, they get out in the communities and they get the brotherhood, get the brothers together, get the people together. Be like, listen, man, go out, go talk, go speak to the people, go build this here. Whereas you have a lot of brothers that, like certain ones that come from certain parts of the world, sometimes they look at you like strange. Like what? Like, prime example, I went to a gas station one day, and the man behind the counter, he was like, all right, see you next time or something. I was like, inshallah. He said, what you know about inshallah? So I was like, so I'm a Muslim. He's like, alhamdulillah, so we talk, a lot, sometimes it'd be like a culture shock to them. They'd be shocked that, a black person like me, go teach them about know a little Arabic, a little Arabic words. But I think that if a lot of, because you have big Muslim Islamic communities in Detroit, Baltimore, DC, Philly, so, but you have a lot of brothers that, how do I say this? They greet you, pray with you, and then as soon as you leave at the masjid, they ready to hit your head. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at one time, we had a thing in prison, the brother that prayed together, stay together. But on these streets, it's different because it's like, yo, yeah, my man, yeah, he come from uptown, yeah, he be this. Yo, what they got 50 on his head? Or they got, no, my bad, they got 1,000 on his head? All right, I'm gonna hit, I pray, ask Allah forgive me later. Stuck for the law, So once you can really teach the brothers, show them the deen, and don't bring that baggage to the deen, with your hood, to this, then we can start building, coming together, and putting these communities and putting these things back together. Because, man, if you think about this here, it's more than Muslims with a lot of the stuff. Any city you go to, you're going to have an Arab that got a grocery store or a gas station.
Mm-hmm.
Like in New Orleans, where they got the thing called the Brothers. They had it when I was out, but they got that now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They deep down there. So, but another thing too, us coming from prison, we be in prison, be deen. Usually a lot of Muslims going to Juma faithfully, but come home, take the kufi off, give me that sack, back in the hood, back doing whatever, and then some of them come home to these women and do a lot of disrespectful stuff and do this, so they looking at it like, so when you go to masjid, they looking at you kind of like, oh, who's him? What's going on with this guy? You can't marry one of the sisters, we got to know what's up with him first, So when people could really, really buckle down and get on that deen, then we could come together and start moving as one. That's gonna take some work, but I'm up for that too. Whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide me, I see what I gotta get done, I'm on it, But I'm just only one man, So, but like you say, you gotta lead by example, Because one thing I always say, as you even see in the cookbars, that on Yom Kippur, on the day of judgment, you're gonna stand alone. Your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, your homies, nobody not gonna stand for you. They're gonna be trying to fend for themselves. You're gonna stand before God, and you're gonna answer to, and I pray that I get my book in my right hand. As Muslims, we are taught that we got book, the book of your left, your bad deeds. The one on your right is the good deed. And I'm praying my good deeds outweigh my bad, inshallah. But this will keep me going, just keep me sane. So when them internet gangsters come at me, I go to think about the Quran, I go to think about the hadith. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also talks about how, they plot and plan, but he the best of planners, Just like, I know, I wish I could be like, how they say, the fly on the wall, because I know it's burning hot in them up, that the love and the success that I've, generated by myself, No, Allah has blessed me. Because whatever God got for you, they can't take that. In Islam, we believe in the qadr of Allah. Whatever you're going to get, you're going to get it. Whatever you're not supposed to get, you're not going to get it. It's the divine decree. We don't believe in good luck or bad luck.
Right.
You know? So, Allah just blessed me to be successful. But I know that being on my my podcast, the YouTube, or doing these interviews, that is just not for, hey, yeah, I was one of the original High Point, yeah, I was part of this Cash Money move, yeah, I was da-da-da-da. No, it's to reach out to these children, to the average youth, to show them, okay, this is what I went through. I've been shot up, been in prison, not knowing if my mother was alive when Katrina hit, you know, those are the scary moments. So I look at that and be like, okay, I got a chance to speak now. So now with this, so when people get these platforms, you can either use it for the negative or for the positive, you know? So that's a lot of stuff now that I'm not going to be entertaining no more, you know? Some of the stuff I entertain because I know it helps me get the views and get the people to come. So now once you get the people to come, now you got to let them know, hey, this is what we need to be doing. This is what we got to do, you know? So sometimes people get the platforms and do all this old goofy negative stuff, you know? And I know people like to do that, you know? Because the other day, I was just minding my business at home doing nothing, and somebody just sent me a clip of this guy in New Orleans. He been having a big live on Instagram, like 10,000 people being alive. So they sent me, I was like, why you sent me this? It's like, it was this other guy that came in his live and was talking about you. I was like, well, yeah. Like, yeah, he called himself a pastor or a preacher or whatever, right? I was like, okay, he a preacher, he calls himself a preacher, but he talking about me. So what the congregation doing, you know what I'm saying? But then kind of find out the guy that was talking about me in the live, he's in a wheelchair. He's handicapped, you know? And then there's a porno video that's going around where he's licking on an underage girl. So I'm like, why are you, I don't care, but let him talk. Because guess what? He just was talking to 10,000 people in this other guy's live. So now you got at least 2,000-3,000 little people want to know, who is Terrance Gangsta with? Who is Gangsta? Who are he talking about? Come on over to my place now. So they're free promotion for me, you know? So a lot of negative, I just look at it like, all right, good looking out. Good looking out. Throw it to me. And then now it's up to me to how I'm going to capitalize off it, you know? And that's just how I roll, but I just feel good. I'm happy right now. I'm just happy. Allah just blessed me to be free. But I would say this, like I tell my Muslim brother Jihad, he got Concrete Chronicles, that when you on the podcast, you have to have what I call, I like to say, bulletproof emotion. Somebody make me a shirt, bulletproof emotions. You have to have bulletproof emotions because everybody's not going to like you, and you're going to get a lot of disrespectful stuff. So you got to know how to handle it. You know, so if you can't come up with this in psychological thinking, bulletproof emotion, bulletproof skin, bulletproof heart, get off the social media.
Yeah.
That thing is a cruel, cruel world, boy. Social media, cruel. I welcome it, bring it, you know. Because I'm a guy that came from the street that was cruel, that know how I feel and know how it is. So now that I'm on this side of the fence, I can still be like, okay, I see what you're doing. I know what it is. I was once there. I was once part of that ignorant stuff. You know, so all right, I can do the Heisman Trophy. Like, watch out. Oh, man, mess around with you. You know LSU play tonight?
Is that right?
Yeah, man, the Superdome.
Is that, well, we're interviewing.
Yeah, but time out. We've been here about 2-3 hours. I'm tired.
Let's wrap it up. Tell us about what you got in back of you.
What I got, what?
In back of you.
Oh, my bad. This is something that I came up with, right? Because there are a lot of people with clothing line, a lot of entrepreneurs that send me clothes. And I was like, okay, I want to wear this for this interview, wear this, right? So I was like, you know what? For the last few weeks, everybody who sent me clothes, I wrote their name on this board. So I got clothing brand. Is that spelled right? Clothing brand? Because it's too late to ask now because they already see it now. I got my dog, my partner. He been down for the cause for a long time. Connected and respected. Boss Spook. I have Divine Life. Mud World. No Struggle, No Reward. Their clothing have NSNR on it. I have Solo Mission. Solo Mission showing me the most love, y'all. Solo Mission sent me a box of stuff. He got so much clothes. Man, shout out to Solo Mission. CB Lifestyle. I have Beauty Babes TV. She sent me some soap. This is a woman that she have Beauty Babes TV on Instagram. This woman did time in prison, come home, now she's doing something positive. She have her own business where she make her own soap. I think that's real dope. I like that what she's doing. OTC Only, The Chosen, 404 Hardheads, Smart Fit, and then I got the documentary November 4th. I got I say the documentary coming November 4th, but I don't know, y'all. I'm pushing for that day, but I got people want to add this and want to do this, and this. I don't know. Is there anything I'm forgetting?
Extra Money Clothing.
Oh, my bad. I got on. See, that's what I'm saying. I got this clothing line. They got the dude saying wine on here, and they're what the name is?
At the Money Clothing.
At the Money Clothing. You know, I apologize at the Money Clothing, but you only gave me one shirt. I think two of the red and the blue. And these people here send me, you know, about a boatload of that stuff. But I appreciate it though. At the Money Clothing. Shout out to them. Yes, I'd say, you know what, I'm just put our name up on the board so people can see that they shout out. That's your promotion right there, y'all. So don't say I ain't look out. But yeah, I'm still wearing their clothes because I got a lot of it. So look how I got you At the Money Clothing right now. You see it? You know what I'm saying? He got the dude with the wow. That's pretty cool. I like this. But yeah, is there anything else you want to know before we get up out of here? Because I need to go catch this game.
I think we'll just tell people to be on the lookout for part 2.
So it's a part 2?
Yeah, we're going to have a part 2. Gotta have a part 2.
Well, she says a part 2, you all. So, shout out to Johnny Boo, one of the DBs, the Dooney Boys. Yeah, I got your message the other day. I accept your apology. Yeah, your youngin' was wild, boy. You was wild back then. Let me tell you this man did, y'all. He wrote me a letter, sent me a picture of him to let me know, yeah, this me, I'm a Dooney Boy. I was like, yo, this youngster is gangster. I couldn't do that but respect that, you know. But, yeah, bro, I like what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay positive, bro. Stay focused, because you just come from doing time too. So you know how I feel to be out there. So we back out here, man. So let's get it, bro. Right now we bringing New Orleans back. Well, they shaking back. People want them stories from the NO. Let's shake back, baby. Let's shake back. You know, it's gonna be a lot of haters too. It's crazy because you got a lot of them haters, the ones that's hate from New Orleans. Wow. But at the end of the day, it can't stop me, man. Cause guess what? I got a law. You got God on your side, man. All the rest of that stuff, you know, it is what it is. But that's what keep me going, man. This line. But thank you all for hanging out in a long time. Please subscribe to my channel, Gangsta, the original Hot Boy, YouTube. Monetized there, so please subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram, Terrance Gangsta Williams Home. It's all one word. Terrance Gangsta Williams Home on Instagram. Shout out to J Electronica. Shout out to J Electronica, man. Much love to you, brother. Shout out to Turk, Hot Boy Turk. Shout out to Reginelli, Boss Spook, Jihad, Concrete Chronicle, Brian Glaze Gibb, Critique, I See You Studio. Critique been really helped me out big time. Shout out to Kayla and for this beautiful interview she put together for me. You know, she got with me at the last moment, last notice, however y'all call that. You know, I appreciate that she stepped up for me. You know, it's hard to find good help these days, but she stepped up, man. I really appreciate that. And she said we got a part 2 coming, so